Okay, I did my little mod. This rotator's been a rotator from hell. The motor was a little loose. Here's the motor out of it. As you can see how sloppy I get it set just right here. Okay, so I put it together and the thing was noisy as hell. But before I tested it, this is the 8-terminal board out of it. As you can see, I had to replace it. So I replaced the terminal board. I built it. It was noisy as hell. Undoing any kind of work I would ever do. I would never let this go out. So I had to forfeit another Ham 4 motor that wasn't as loose, and I put it in there. And I tried a little cheat. I tried to follow like Hygain does, where they take this little strap that holds all the wires in and they solder the ground from the motor to this little tab. I'll get one out here in just a second. This one's got heat shrink on it, but you know, everybody knows what I'm talking about. That's where the ground hooks up, right there through that hole from number 1 terminal on the board, and then the ground for the motor's supposed to run all the way down there. Well, I didn't want to take all that crap apart, and Hygain started attaching all the grounds to this little tab here. I mean, you just take the heat shrink off of it and you wrap the wires around it and solder them, so you've got the brake solenoid ground, the ground from the motor, and you got the ground from terminal 1 run to that. Well, I started getting that problem with hitting the brake, and every time I did that, the needle would move. As you can see, no problem. It does not do it the same way as the first video I took. That thing, it didn't know where it was going to go. Well, I also remember that when Hygain started, or MFJ, started putting all these wires on this little terminal, they started putting ferrite cores on the potentiometer. The 2 wires going to the potentiometer. They just take 2, they're pretty good size. They got a small little hole, but they're pretty thick. They started putting those on the wires going to the potentiometer. I got to thinking, I've got some of those little bastards somewhere. Well, I found them. So I took the rotator apart, unsoldered the wires from the rheostat, slid them over, tied them on like Hygain did, MFJ, and put it all back together. And that's the reason why they put those ferrite cores on there. Something to do with the way they started grounding everything. Anyway, I'm going to run some more tests on this. This will be another Ham 4 that's available from D-Win RF Supply. Unfortunately, it took another Ham 4 to fix, rob Peter to pay Paul, but the bottom housing is Ham 4. It's got the right parking brake pawl in it. It's got the steel ring gear. It's got the brass motor, just like this one was. That's a brass motor. So it's a full-blown Hygain 4. So I'm going to run some more tests on it, wipe this thing down a little bit, and put it with the other rest of the collection. Bada boom, bada beam. How do you like that? These things were so rusty, I media blasted them and primered and painted every one of those. I should do the rest of them that way, but customer can wash them down with brake clean and spray them if they want. Anyway, bada boom, bada beam.